Palm tree is more expensive than crude oil. First thing I wanted to prove to people so that they will understand what we're talking about. Number two, palm tree is the only cash crop that produces up to 25 different things that can come out of it, and you will earn for as long as 70 years. Number three, as Nigeria is today, Malaysia and Indonesia came from Nigeria to come and collect. Malaysia came here to collect. Right now, Indonesia is number one with about 58%. Malaysia number two with about 25%. So Malaysia and Indonesia, those two countries alone control over 80%. The Nigeria that they came to learn from, we control less than 2% of the market. And right now, we presently import over 50% of what we are consuming, over $600 million in Nigeria. These three things alone help us unveil to people. Everything we are producing in Nigeria today, when it comes to palm oil, is not even up to 50% of our consumption. Now we are telling people everybody cannot just be doing site and service. There is cemetery, is real estate, shopping complex, cinema, warehouse, hotels, schools. They are all real estate. Event center is real estate. I've done extremely well in real estate. I've raised a lot of people. So I've said to people over and over again that real estate is the only real investment. Because when you talk of real estate, everything under the ground is real estate. All the things you are calling mineral resources is real estate. It's under the ground. The ground itself is real estate. Everything that the ground produces, farming, is real estate. Everything you put on top of the ground is real estate. So many times people don't understand the dimension of real estate. And like I say to people, in this part of the world, the market is not necessarily saturated, but the method is saturated because everybody seems to be doing the same thing over and over again. Hello, how there? I'm Dr. Olumide Emmanuel, and I welcome you to this special broadcast where we're going to be talking about the real AI. So I'm talking to you about AI versus AI. In the world that we live in today, AI seems to be the boss. Everybody is talking about AI, as if it's one new thing. There has been AI before the AI they are talking about, and the real AI is agricultural intelligence. And today we're going to be talking about AI versus AI, agricultural intelligence versus agro investment, because I believe that there's someone listening to me today that needs to plug into agro investment and prove that they really have AI. Joining me today is my partner in good news, my partner in your wealth, and we are partnering together to ensure that you have an opportunity to build transgenerational wealth through agro investment. So let's welcome Mr. Rotimi, CEO of Asset Rise. You're welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you.
This guy has eaten my money since 2021. Well, so today we're going to be talking about agricultural intelligence, agro investment, the real AI. Now, I would like you to introduce yourself and share with us your story. In 2021, I've started doing a lot of investments for over 3 decades, but I believe in diversification and I believe in ensuring that I maximize my investment. So 2021, I watched you on TVC and I heard you talking about, farming and talking about the palm tree and all those stuff. I've invested in palm tree. I've invested in cashew, invested in all, but your story was very unique about your dad. I'm like, okay, this is the real McCoy. And of course, I'm an investor in Asset Rise and I'm happy to be an investor with you. And 4 years down the line now, we are partnering to do something amazing and massive. So talk to us about your journey, your story, and how you came into this issue of agro investment.
Thank you so much, sir. It's always a privilege speaking and sitting with Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. We've learned and drunk from your table of wealth back years 2005, still a teenager, growing up, and today it's a pleasure doing business together, sir. So from my background in agriculture, I had a humble background. My father died when I was age 14, and all he left behind for us was agriculture, was farm, raw farm. Then in school, I was timid or not even proud to introduce my father as a farmer, but he was paying all the bills from his farm. And then life happens, he left while I was still in school. And then it occurs to us that farm is the real money. And agricultural intelligence or agricultural investment is the real sustainability. Because way after he's gone, We're able to pay our tuition, go to school effortlessly without seeking help from any brother or cousin or uncle, because he owns 100 acres of oil palm plantation.
Wow.
Until today, those oil palm plantation are still feeding and paying tuition for 4 generations down the line.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
And
so this one is not get rich quick. Just enter and collect money and do crypto and cryptonize your life. This one is transgeneration.
Exactly,
wow.
sir.
Wow.
So this is transgenerational. I mean, he's gone well over 25 years now. The land upon which those oil palms are have appreciated grossly in value. And today also, the palm oil market has appreciated in value. And so we are earning at the current value of an investment that he has done well over 40 years, because he died when I was young. And that is what informed me coming into the agro space, having studied abroad. And I thought about, we may all be jackpotting away from Nigeria, but if we understand the real intelligence in Nigeria, just like Doctor said, the agricultural intelligence and what God has blessed us with in nature, we have potential wealth creation here. And that's why we came back, started the agro real estate pattern, first partner with October Oil Palm PLC, a company that has been in existence for over 40 years also, and largely with over 19,000 hectares planted by the then western region of Awolowo. And then we sustained that partnership. And we started at 300 acres in Ondo State, grown and fruiting now. Then we moved to Lagos, precisely in Ekpe, where we already have trees that are already freezed, and where your plantation is also resident.
My own
resident. And to cut the story short, today we are managing over 8,000 hectares of oil palm plantation with several milling and several landlords who are now partnering with us to expand the value of agro investment and agro intelligence.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, I've been in real estate since 1997.
Wow.
And I've done extremely well in real estate. I've raised a lot of people. So I've said to people over and over again that real estate is the only real investment. Because when you talk of real estate, everything under the ground is real estate. All the things you are calling mineral resources is real estate. It's under the ground. The ground itself is real estate. Everything that the ground produces, farming is real estate. Everything you put on top of the ground is real estate. So many times people don't understand the dimension of real estate. And like I say to people, in this part of the world, the market is not necessarily saturated, but the method is saturated, because everybody seems to be doing the same thing over and over again. So in real estate now, we are telling people, everybody cannot just be doing site and service.
Exactly.
There is cemetery, is real estate, shopping complex, cinema, warehouse, hotels, schools, they are all real estate. Event center is real estate. But people only stay in one part. Now, the amazing thing is, I've invested in at least 3 or 4 cash crop now. But the uniqueness of palm tree is what I want us to talk about right now. Okay, number 1, I want to bring 3 things and I want it to prove to people. Number 1, palm tree is more expensive than crude oil. First thing I wanted to prove to people so that they will understand what we're talking about. Number 2, palm tree is the only cash crop that produces up to 25 different things that can come out of it, and you will earn for as long as 70 years. Number 3, as Nigeria is today, Malaysia and Indonesia came from Nigeria to come and collect. Malaysia came here to collect. Right now, Indonesia is number 1 with about 58%. Malaysia number 2 with about 25%. So Malaysia and Indonesia, those 2 countries alone control over 80%. The Nigeria that they came to learn from, we control less than 2% of the market. And right now, we presently import over 50% of what we are consuming, over $600 million in Nigeria. These 3 things alone help us unveil to people so that people will understand, because many times people don't even realize that everything we are producing in Nigeria today, when it comes to palm oil, is not even up to 50% of our consumption.
That is very alarming. And I mean, the proofs are everywhere on the streets. We consume palm oil in everyday life, from cosmetics to pharmaceuticals to food, everyday food that we eat. There's barely anything that you have done through today that there's no element of palm oil in it. And so Nigeria neglecting this great raw material, it's alarming. Now, number 1 proof, palm tree can produce over 25 different products. The CPO, which is a crude palm oil, is refined into different produce.
Wow.
And then from the CPO, the kernel, which is where you have the fresh fruit branch, the FFB, where the crude palm oil is extracted. You have the kernel also as a major source of raw material, the kernel oil, the kernel shell. And yet you have the PKC for even animal feeds and all other products that come from this. Now you talk about products like margarine. You talk about even factories like the noodles. You talk about vegetable oil of different shades, not just the palm oil, even the normal ororo that we call, the normal granite oil. Most of it are from the palm oil, the bleached palm oil. So the different 25 products are even more than what we can list in the palm production. Now, in the oil palm industry, it is well understood that these trees must be cultivated for us to be able to have sustained production. So what Nigeria neglected is as at then maybe we needed little. But now Nigeria has a gap of 1 million metric tons every year.
Wow.
And that is what, I mean, the proofs and the facts are on the record. CBN indebts $600 million to be able to make sure that we are sufficient on the supply. Wow. And then the federal government is taking a move now to say, no, this must end. How can we support this move? The only way we can support this move is backward integration. We have to cultivate more lands to produce more of the produce from the palm oil. And the last proof about this is the fact that for decades now, it has been on record that when we buy land, it will keep appreciating. But we can leave the land fallow even after buying it and adding no value to it. So you drive through maybe your village. Land has been there for years. What is the economic value of that land? Nothing. Imagine if palm trees were set up on those land. The economic value of that land will increase because it is contributing to the GDP and contributing to wealth creation generally in the country.
So why is everybody now talking crude oil? Because the way this crude oil, if palm oil is more expensive than crude oil, why are we not doing palm oil? Why are we doing crude oil? It
will be shocking for us to know that Malaysia has crude oil. But you don't hear the loudness of Malaysia on crude oil because let's use a 25-liter keg that we used to know. A 25-liter keg of palm oil in Nigeria today is within 60 to 70,000 naira. And the price will keep appreciating. How much is a 25-liter of palm oil, of petrol? Or even how much is a ton or a liter of the crude oil itself? Or the barrel? The barrel is around $97 or $100. A barrel of same type with crude oil, which can be equated to a ton of crude oil, is about
of palm oil.
Of palm oil is about 2.5 million naira. That's about $2,000 thereabouts. So the value from this palm oil is far away than the crude oil itself. Now, we can say, oh, the extraction or the production of crude oil is faster. Look at the value for more production that you get from the palm oil itself and diverse sustainability that it creates around the environment. Beyond food, the climate, and several other products that come from. So it's more profitable for Nigeria to expand its potential, for Africans to invest more on palm trees than even emphasis on the crude oil.
Wow. Now, you see, all the things you are hearing is the reason why we have decided to partner together. I'm happy to announce to you that Madiba Farms, yes, you heard it right, yes, Madiba Farms is now partnering with Asset Rise, and we have acquired 2,000 hectares of land. Yes, 2,000 hectares, 1,000 hectares in Ewekoro, 1,000 hectares in Obafemi Owode, and we are starting with the 1,000 hectares of land in Ewekoro. Right now, the pre-launch has started, and if you plug into the pre-launch now, then you will be able to benefit from the pre-launch. But if you don't benefit from the pre-launch, maybe by the time you are watching this, pre-launch is over because we only have less than 50 hectares left in the pre-launch. Then we are launching on the 2nd of January. So Friday, 2nd of January, during the Global School of Money, we're going to be launching it fully. But we want to talk about this opportunity. We are partnering with Asset Rise. They are our management partners to ensure that you are able to get good returns for your investment in the land and in the palm tree farm. So we're going to run you through how it's going to work. You're going to be buying the land that we will be farming on for you. So you can buy a minimum of 1 acre. 1 acre is 6 plots. 1 hectare is 15 plots. Right now, at the pre-launch price, 1 acre is 4 million naira. 1 hectare is 10 million naira if you can pay within 60 days. Within 60 days. But for those of you that say, I want to plug into the pre-launch, but I cannot pay within 60 days, then 1 acre, you get it at 5 million, and 1 hectare at 13 million, and you pay 20%, and then you can spread the balance over 6 months. So you can pay 4 million within 60 days, or you pay 5 million over 6 months, drop 20%, we lock it down for you. Or for 1 hectare, you pay 10 million within 60 days, or you pay 13 million, you pay 20% and lock it down, and you balance within 6 months. And we are really talking to institutional buyers, cooperative society, high net worth individuals. You should be talking 10 acres, 20 acres, 50 acres, so that we can move on and on and on. But what I wanted to talk about is this. So you have been in this for years, over 7 years. You've been benefiting from this for over 2 decades, and you've been a practitioner. You guys were partnering together. If someone is buying 1 acre or someone is buying 1 hectare, what are the projected returns that they can get within the next 5 years? Because this is a 5-year project. So it's not for get rich quick scheme. Not hey, what am I going to get now? Hey, doctor, if I buy now, no, it's not an investment. It's not a Ponzi scheme. You are buying a land. The land is your own forever. We'll give you your survey. We'll give you your deed of assignment. And then we are now farming on the land for you. All of us will partner. And then when the return comes, we'll share profit 60-40. So we will share all the documents, we'll be giving to you. But now, 1 plot times 6 is 1 acre. 1 acre, 6 plots. 1 hectare, 15 plots. So if I'm buying 1 acre now, or I'm buying 1 hectare, how many palm tree can I have on the farm? And then what is the projected income I can begin to get? Maybe in 5 years' time now, how many liter of oil can 1 tree produce? So run us through those things so that we can see whether this thing is really the way you are talking. Because Dr. Olumide Emmanuel mouth is sweet. They bring that man into the talk. Explain to my people.
Thank you. So this is very practical. And 1 plot of oil palm farm, you can have 10 trees. But
10 trees.
Yes. 1 acre.
And why will I have 10? Can't I put like 30? Make it choke. Make it collect. Make it why 10?
The planting requirement for the oil palm is 9 meters away from each other, so that they can grow well and expose their branches.
Okay, so like this picture we are seeing now, that's why it's okay.
Yeah.
So I can drive car in between.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the branches are exposed to sunlight and to rainfall adequately. And then on this 1 tree that you're looking at, a tree can give you an average of 25 liters per annum.
Wow.
And that's the minimum, an average of 25 liters per annum. At a very big maturity, a tree can give you up to 75 liters.
Wow.
Per annum. Because a tree can give you, on our Ekpe farm, when we went for inspection, we saw a tree carrying 16 bunches around it. So the fruiting is very optimal, and then they produce more oil.
Okay, so if I get 25 liters from 1 tree, and I have 10 trees,
that's
so I can get 250 liters per annum.
Yes.
Times the price of the oil.
Market price. So if palm oil is selling at the market for 50,000 today, that means you are having 25 liters. For 25 liters, divide your 250 liters, and then you have up to 600,000 from your 1 plot in sales.
Wow.
Now, for projection, let's say you are getting 400 to 600,000 on a plot.
So since we are doing per acre now, that means for 1 acre, somebody can be getting like 2 million, 2.5 every year.
Exactly.
Wow.
At maturity, when they are fruiting at their peak.
Wow.
And for 1 hectare, you're looking at a projection of up to 6 million on a hectare.
Wow. So 1 acre is, 1 plot is 10
10
trees.
trees, 1 acre.
1 acre is 60 trees. 1 hectare is
150 trees.
150 trees.
Yes.
So 150 trees, 1 tree will give you 25 liter times 150. That will be like 3,000. I don't know mathematics well like that.
About
Only money Africans.
3,750 liters.
Okay, so
3,250
wow,
liters.
so like 6 million. Wow. And that's if the price is with what we are talking today.
Exactly.
Because the price can increase tomorrow, but I don't think it can reduce because palm oil never reduces the bomb.
Goes up.
Wow. In fact, I'm excited for you and for me. Oh. Wow. Okay. That's amazing. So now you said something about fourth generation. So you mean that it is that same one that your father planted? That you people, you went to school, went to London, your son, everybody is from one. No, not that your father went to plant another one.
At all. You plant once and for all. The palm tree is a symbol of longevity. And that's why the Bible equates it to that you flourish like the palm tree.
And there is no part of the palm tree that is wasted.
Useless.
Every part is useful. Wow.
It can fruit for over 70 years. I mean, the Nigerian Institute for Oil Palm Research has proven this over and over again. And kudos to the Nigerian Institute for Oil Palm Research for the hybrid seedlings that we're planting now. It fruits better, it gives you more income, and then they last for over 70 years. The Nifo breed, which is the Tenera F1 breed. So if you plant maximally and maintain it according to the standard, you're on a wealth creation path for years.
Wow. So listen, if you are listening to me right now, this is one investment with a lifetime return. This is not an opportunity for people that are looking for get-rich-quick scheme. You want money to buy assets. You want money to buy car. You want money to go and be flexing and be doing the remain club. This is not for you. This is for serious-minded individuals and families and organizations that want to build wealth and build a legacy. So if you're a young man right now, Gen Z, all of you millennials, you are young, you are not even married. This is an opportunity for you to use 4 million, 5 million, 10 million, 15 million, 30 million to lock down something that will pay you for life. Imagine those of you that want to send your children to school abroad in 10 years' time. In 2014, 2015, 2014, dollar was 160 to $1. Today, now, you know how much it is. What will dollar to naira be in 20 years' time when your own children want to go to university? If someone is sitting down here right now and what his father did almost 50 years ago has taken care of fourth generation, why don't you do something that will take care of generations unborn? None of you have children right now that are young. This is an opportunity to buy something that will take care of them. So think long time, because the money you are bringing, the investment you are doing right now is not just in land, it's double investment. You are investing in land assets and in a biological asset, which is palm tree, a cash crop. And 5 years from now, you earn for life. Those of you that are planning your retirement, I hope you know all this pension scheme you are doing. I've told you over and over again, by the time they pay you that pension, you do know how much they'll be selling bread, how much they'll be selling egg that time. So do something now that will secure your future and your legacy for you. Now, I want to talk about why should we trust you to manage this thing for us? Okay. Because me, I've invested with you. So somebody is in diaspora now. Because these Nigerian people, now so they might go just the streets. So what is the security of this kind of investment for someone that is investing and buying land, and you are now going to plant for them? Is Boko Haram not going to come and destroy the farm? Will herdsmen not come and eat everything? Are you sure cow will not eat the whole thing? So what is the security of this kind of project? And what is the track record that you have that will make people to say, okay, these two people, they can work together and we can trust them?
Thank you, sir. Very sounding is that every investment has its risk, but you have to look at the risk value. Is it minimal? Is it high? Is it low? For oil palm, you can score it. Go online, make your research. The risk is very, very low. So number one, you are investing in a portfolio with very low risk. Once the land is right, get the right land. Once the palms are planted right, we plant the right species, and when the management is right, you can go to bed and sleep. You can abandon the trees for 10 years and come back, and that trees are still fruiting for you.
Cow will not eat it.
Now, let's deal with the herdsmen issue.
Herdsmen, because security is important.
Very important, especially in this part of the world. Now, we choose the location where we establish this plantation. Number one, there must be areas that are very adaptable to oil palm. Water, and then enough sunlight also. Then number two, in terms of security, we provide both physical security on the sites. Now, for most of our plantations, we partner with VGN and other security agencies in Nigeria that are licensed to be on the site for security. And for the past 7 years, we've not had any issue of herdsmen invading any of our plantation. Because the truth is, if you're going to be investing in such business, you need to think security. If you have a shop today or a bank, you're going to put security all around it. So every investment requires security, not just the farm. But the particularity and the peculiarity of this is because it's distance away from town. And then we plan a lot of security around how this farm is managed. From herdsmen is even the harvest and the post-harvest security, the storage and every other thing. And now to even make this better, we have provided insurance on most of these plantations so that beyond what we can control, if whatever happens, we have insurance leverage also to mitigate our risk. For most of the organizations that have been invested widely in oil palm plantation in Nigeria, that are doing multi-billion in revenue, the challenges are very minimal compared to other agric area, compared to, I mean, you're talking about poultry and every other agric. The risk in oil palm is very, very minimal.
Wow, that's amazing. Now listen, the money you are paying, because many people need to understand this, and just contact us, call the numbers on the screen, scan the code, get in touch with us, because I don't know when you'll be listening to this. We are talking now about pre-launch offers. So by the time you are calling, price may have changed, you people, so that you will not be saying, I heard Dr. Olumide Emmanuel right now on YouTube, and that's not the price he told me. You people are people of integrity. Why are you now changing price? This recording, we are talking now in a pre-launch session. This is done now because the launch of this project will be in 2026. But if you are plugging in right now, it's pre-launch time. Now, what you are paying for, you are paying 4 million for an acre, if you can pay within 60 days, 10 million for an hectare, if you can pay within 60 days. You are paying 5 million for an acre, if you want to pay over 6 months. That means you pay 20% and you spread the balance. 13 million for an acre. That means you pay 20%, you spread the balance over 6 months. If you are listening to us after it has been launched, I'm not sure it will be less, I don't know, maybe like 10 million per acre, 50 million per hectare, I don't know. So you better plug in right now. But let me tell you what you are paying for. You are not just paying for the land. The money you are paying, once you pay once, you are not paying anything again. You pay, you go and sit down, and 5 years later, we'll just tell you which accounts, and then you begin to get money for the rest of your life. You are paying for the land. You are paying for clearing the land. You are paying for preparing the seedlings. You are paying for planting. You are paying for manure. You are paying for the planting. You are paying for the management of the land and the farm and the watering and everything for the next 5 years. You are paying for insurance of the produce and the crops. You are paying management fee. You are paying legal fee. You are paying everything. We're going to give you your documentation. When we do allocation, you get your individual plot survey on your personal name. You get your deed of assignment. Everything is included in this money. So it's not just land, though. It's land that will be farmed upon, and then we'll all share the profit together from the 5th year to the end of the project. So you need to plug in now. I want to ask you a question. I am in Nigeria in diaspora, and I've heard this now. I'm not in Nigeria. So can I invest when I'm not in Nigeria? How am I sure that, okay, I send money? So how will this thing be managed? Will I be able to get a report? Is there going to be a report? Because you people are the manager. So are we going to be getting, how do I now know that when you people are selling, that it is the price you are selling that you are sharing with all of us? So what are the, security and the back end and of all these things for people to be able to, because you have done it for 7 years. That's why I'm a person of integrity. I've invested with you. You're a person of integrity. But now you are the manager. So explain to people so that they will understand that this thing is something that they should plug into.
So we say that trust is not an English word. It's practical. It's something that we need to build a model around. And that's what we have created with Madiba. So there is a system where every single landlord or a platform where everyone have reports and then they can know every detail of what is happening in the farm. Reporting from the cradle, from the nursery to planting to nurturing, they get reports every year. Now, when the trees are fruiting, it is easy for us to know that we harvested 1,000 tons and we produced 1,000 tons of oil. And then the R&D department announces to the platform, we have 1,000 tons of oil that has been harvested across all the farms, inclusive your farm. The price of palm oil is 40,000 at the market. Should we go ahead and sell? If the vote of everybody says go ahead and sell, we sell. And according to the portion you own, profit is shared. So, and it is easier for you to verify. So, for example, now you can call Nigeria to know what's the price of palm oil right now. You can also get to know on the global platform because palm oil is a global commodity. And so the prices are everywhere. What we would do to make sure that transparency and accountability is ensured is that every communication that is required to be exposed to every investor is posted on the platform for them to know time and time.
So you heard it right. So one thing I want to assure you is you are in safe hands. At least you know the Olumide Emmanuel brand, the Common Sense brand, the Madima brand, the Asset Right brand. These are credible brands. I remember when I sent this out to people, one of my investors that wanted to invest, they called me and they said, oh, we have done our due diligence. Oh, your RC number is this. Asset Right RC number is this. I say, where they say, I say, we have to investigate because we know. We have to go and check the asset. But they've done a lot of so. I say, you think I will bring somebody on board that I've invested with them. That's why I'm able to bring them on board. So we are going to have a management team that will be made up of we, Madiba and Common Sense, Asset Right, and then representative from the investor. There's going to be a platform where everybody will be a member. There's going to be a back end where you can see everything. They have practiced this model. I'm an investor, so I already know what they have done. I can see the workings. Now we have people all over the world that are part of that tribe, and we call ourselves the Palm Rich Tribe. We have the rich people of Palm Tree. So we are the Palm Rich Tribe. So we've had that tribe, and now Madiba tribe is coming. Yes. So you need to now plug in. So if you are listening to me right now, take advantage of this, and we look forward to welcome you. What will be your final word to people listening to us all over the world?
So, like Doctor said, the agricultural intelligence or the agricultural investment is the future of Africa. Africa may not be able to export phone to China today or export car to the Europe. But one thing that we have that is golden is our agriculture. Nigeria alone has a deficit of over 1 million metric tons. Why should we have the land, the trees, and then be importing and then impoverishing our people? Imagine how many people will earn if they go back to farming, planting palms, and then we can export our refined palm oil with other value addition to it to the world and earn for us to support the government, to support our family, to support our retirement and everything. So this is a sustainable wealth creation plan. And like Doctor said, this is not a Ponzi scheme. Understand the model. It is real estate plus agriculture. Welcome to Agricultural Intelligence.
Yes, yes. So, agricultural intelligence, agro investment era. I've told you over and over again, you don't wait to buy land. You buy land and wait, because a city today was a village yesterday, and a village today will be a city tomorrow. You don't do cash banking, you do land banking, and don't leave your land fallow. Let your land work for you. Where your ancestors has failed you, you cannot afford to fail your descendants. So plug in now, and I look forward to sharing wealth with you. Bye for now.